We are checking out Michael Jordan wearing the white, black, and fire red Air Jordan 5. He debuted them in the three-point shooting contest at All-Star Weekend 1990 and wore them for the rest of that regular season. As usual, highlights first, commentary after.
Dominique wants the ball. Pippen on him. Pretty good matchup with Pippen and Dominique.
Two quick players.
Very quick. Moses with Cartwright. They have the double team. Hawk working around. 3 on the shot clock again. This time is stolen. First turnover. Pippen to Jordan. He has long to beat.
Yeah, Michael's got his legs tonight. Look out. He could be in for a big, big night. Michael takes off way out on the floor. Slam dunk. You see the tongue sticking out. That is that's flying in the air. That actually is flying. Area.
Spud averaging 13 points as a starter to Jordan. Jordan, hello.
That was set up by a scouting report. There's a steal by Pippen to Paxson to Michael. Slam dunk. They'll probably come back to Michael. He's a good shooter from that area.
And then Spud takes it to the paint. His shot is swatted away by Michael Jordan. He comes up with his 25th block of the year, but
able to get in the lane, but Michael Jordan from the back blocks the shot. Might have been a little contact on that play. See if he gets Spud's arm on this play. Ooh, a little bit of each.
Outside Byron Scott. Pippen wants to drive. Nice pass to Jordan for the jam. Almost stolen by Johnson. Now here comes Jordan. Look out!
Michael Jordan, Michael Cooper normally be able to defend something like this. You just see that, and that's you can try to talk about what he did there, but no chance.
3 moves, the hook misses, and Jordan has it once.
Well, Scottie Pippen, excellent defense. He stayed on the floor, made Magic take a tough shot.
Jordan,
yes, and that's something they have really done a good job on this year.
the lob to Jordan, and Green was in his face. Wait to see this again.
Well, it's a great pass, but look at AC Green. He goes up, and Michael over the top of him. Bam, two-handed. Man, you got to... For us humans, let's take another look at this angle here, something that we'll never be able to do. See, they're forcing you to use the clock right now. The Bulls are going to end up having to take a...
Whoa, backdoor cut to Michael.
Well, Bill Cartwright, just a tremendous pass to Michael Jordan that time. The shot clock winding down. You see Byron Scott overplaying Michael Jordan. He goes backdoor and just tomahawks it over the top of Orlando Woolridge. Look at this play. Back cut by Michael. Oh, man.
Bulls. Here's Jordan against Robertson. Slips free. What a shot by Jordan. See, they let Scottie have that outside shot. Here's Jordan on the move, baseline. What a reverse. He hung. It's a big defensive trip here for the Bulls. Let's see if they can dig it out. They do. Jordan to Pippen. Michael Jordan drives it hard from the left. Wow. Explosion, wasn't it?
Be better when his knee gets sound.
Jordan has 20 now. Here's the pressure, that double team. Jordan with the ball. And the two-handed jam for 22. Oh. Chicago by 3. Anderson has it blocked by Jordan. Paxson is mauled, but gets the pass away anyway. Behind the back to Pippen from Michael.
Horace Grant. Here's another great pass. After a steal, Michael with a little no-look behind the backer to Scottie Pippen for a slam dunk, trying to catch up in this game.
Jordan over Cornette.
There's another offensive rebound.
Over Pierce to Jordan for the monster jam over.
Give and go here. Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen for the slam dunk.
Jordan, now 50 seconds to go in the ball game in Chicago now. In the hands of Michael Jordan. The ball away. And the nail in the coffin. Stockton works around the pick of Malone, and it's stolen by Jordan. And Michael Jordan's got nothing but open court in front of him.
This was earlier when Michael went in for a slam.
Alley-oop for Jordan.
Didn't work. Guess who else goes down there?
Jordan is steal. Another breakout.
Catch him. There was no way that tongue came out, and he was up, soaring, and gone.
That was an all-time slammer there. And right back. Michael slams it at the other end.
Jordan now with 17.
Boy,
And with
quiet. Quiet 18 points. They stole it. Now here he is. Uh-oh.
That's why they pack 18,000 plus in here every night to see him do that.
LaSalle Thompson, Chuck Person.
Here's Michael for a slam.
Nope. And Grant is able to pull it off of there. He got a two-man break. Pippen to Jordan.
Here it is.
Finishing sprint here. Miller, ball was taken away. Grant got a hand in there.
Let's see what happens.
We know what happens.
Michael's got great hands. Here Reggie makes that little reverse turn. Michael's right in there with the good hands, and watch this. The rest of it's history.
Recovers, and LaSalle Thompson goes flying. Sanders. Jordan stole the ball. Knocked it away.
Oh, here it comes again.
He'll throw this one down.
May have been a little stretch there, but Oakley trying to get his point across. Jordan with his first field goal attempt. 27. Will Perdue just came on, inbounding, and Jordan beat Newman, who gambled. Chicago Bulls pressure on Mark Jackson. He lost it. Grant for Jordan.
Towses as Jackson turns into the defense. Nice play by Grant. And then the main man here goes airborne and rewards the fans for coming.
Nice crossover move, and then Wilkins with the piggyback on Hodges, although he thought he was fouled. And Jordan goes for the length of the floor.
Well, Jordan wanted the three. Bennett backs off another step. He'll take it. He backed off another step, and Michael took him to the cleaners on the baseline.
Well, Michael Jordan.
You know, you lose both ways.
They say, I better play him at the three. There's a steal by Michael. He knocks it off Elo's leg. So
4 Cleveland turnovers.
You know, Michael Jordan, how do you play him?
Bennett said, I'll get up in his face. No, I'll give him the three. No. And by then, 2 are down.
That's right.
5 on the shot clock. Jordan gets Elo airborne, hits the basket, draws the foul.
A little bit. You know, see, Michael loves a challenge. And there was a big article in the Cleveland paper today about Elo being an outstanding defender. Michael sees that and his eyes light up. You see the pump fake. There he is, hanging in the air. Price running at him, the bump.
Michael Jordan, he was on him for a moment.
How about that? I mean,
then he
Michael
slipped off of him.
Well, I mean, he's driving to the basket. They go up and they wrap their arms around his waist, and he still gets the shot off. If you want to keep Michael Jordan shooting the ball, you better wrap your body around his arms and just not allow him to even get a shot off. But what's his strength there? Tree Rollins comes over, he grabs him, and Michael still makes the shot.
Over Grant.
Boy, Larry Nance shooting a lot of jump shots.
This will be good.
Michael Jordan feels it, and it's going to be awfully tough to slow him down right now. Boom.
Oh, my. Michael Jordan has 41 points. Here I bring
headlines, what? Mission impossible.
Elo to try to ground Air Jordan. Yeah, well, the fog lifted, and Air Jordan has 51. 9 points for Michael Jordan. The front page sports story here in Cleveland was, Elo, tough defender against Jordan. Jordan said, yes, he's good. I consider it a challenge.
Michael Jordan. Reggie Miller is on him. He gets around him. That's good news for the Pacers. They've tied it at a dozen. They got Jordan loose under there as he shook free from Reggie Miller. On his back and just carry. Jordan the lob. Lead.
Here it is. There's Michael. Boy, that's something else. That guy can jump out of the gym.
Oh, yeah.
They just ran him backdoor and threw the high pass.
Whoa, hang on there, and he did.
Here's Michael all by himself with Reggie.
On the side. Goes over the middle. Racked the cradle to Cartwright.
What a pass that was.
Jordan, 3 seconds. 1 second.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Three-pointer that gave the Bulls the 1-point win. Jordan with a dunk. Their half-court offense. On the drive is Elo, and Jordan strips him. Jordan on a quick drive around Williams.
Williams grabbed him.
He tried to grab him. Hot Rod tried to grab Michael, couldn't get it done.
To quicken his shot as it did McHale a moment ago.
Jordan on Bird. Couple of fakes. No, he backs it up. He's behind the line. He'll take him inside. Goes left-handed. Oh, ho, ho. The delicious hot wings and mention Channel 56. The Colonel throws in a free bag of fries. Jordan wants to go on Parrish.
Jordan answers.
Chicago a 7-point lead, under 2 minutes remaining. Look at it again. Hang time.
There's Jordan blowing by Parrish. The help comes over. Not performing that way.
The 3-point lead. No. They have time, but it's stolen by Jordan. He puts up a 3 at the buzzer and hit it. Woo. What an ending.
Phil Jackson got a timeout, decided to put it in Michael Jordan's hands, and the Bulls came back. Oh my. Michael wants the 3, thinking about it. The long arm of McHale waiting for him. Do it. The drive and the roll for Jordan. No. Take over the next 10 years. You bet. Jordan. That is just a spectacular move as he reacted to what the defense gave. The steal by Pippen to Jordan.
Pass off to Rambis. He feeds it inside and Jordan digs it out. Michael Jordan on the drive, beats Chambers in for the left. What a spectacular shot.
Wire to wire that play. Just barely got the ball up and was able to flip it up with the left hand off the glass and in. Regulars against the team. Michael! Oh, yeah!
And that is the what play, Johnny Kerr?
Dummy play.
The dummy play. Here's Jordan with a steal. Michael Jordan takes it in on Olajuwon. All the way in for the left and lays it in with a reverse move. Bill Cartwright on the cut. Jordan for the dunk. Jordan off the pull-up. Finally hits from the outside. 4 with 39.7 left. Alley-oop to Jordan. Oh! And Scottie Pippen.
Oh, powerhouse.
Here's Jordan, quick wheel on Bowie. For the dunk and the hang.
Great hang. Made a shot a second ago. He went right around Bowie, underneath the basket, went up in the air, and
this is like a scrimmage. Here's Michael to the hoop.
Outstretched, came off the glass, and then Michael split down the hole again and threw it up with the left hand. And
Jordan, full flight to the hoop. Well, that's what the fans wanted to see tonight. Michael with 33. The Bulls shortly. Alley-oop to Jordan. They didn't read that one. Michael with 35.
Even if they read it, I don't know if they could have stopped that.
Head saying, I think I'll go 1-on-2 this time. Into the lane. Here he comes and jams. Accelerated as he got by 2 men.
This game was just like this in reverse in Chicago, and the Spurs almost came back to win it. Michael Jordan putting on an indescribable show.
39. They turn it over here. Jordan with that tongue wagging so far. Jordan spinning away from the double team by Robinson.
Scottie finds Jordan.
Regulars against the team. Michael! Oh! Oh, man.
Cotton may need it.
All right, so a couple plays I want to talk about here. First one is this dunk on Moses Malone. And the thing that I really like about it is that he went up and somehow, I'm not really even sure how he did it, but he goes up seemingly, you know, like he's going to meet Moses in the air, but then he brings the ball down and just goes around him in the air some kind of way and finishes with the 2. It's crazy with Mike how all these years later, and you've seen some of these highlights so many times, but they still just resonate when you sit and meditate on them and you think about it, like, and not just watching a highlight video and you say really break down a highlight how I try to, you know, at the end of these videos where I'm just kind of going, because I go through the entire video and say, okay, which ones do I want to talk about, which ones stand out for me, and so I kind of have to process them a little more than I normally would just watching a highlight video. So it's crazy when you really focus on some of the highlights, like after all these years and after seeing them so many times, how they still like have that resonance with you, have that effect, and you're still like just, you know, in awe. You're like, wow, you know, it's just great plays. Now this is one of those plays that it's like it's like one of those Michael Jordan defining type of plays. Like this is a Jordan only special, if you will. And this is one of the plays that I would put in that category that if someone had never seen or heard of Michael Jordan, like if they were just a kid or who knows, they were in a coma for 40 years, I don't know. This is one of those plays, like if I was going to make a highlight package with that, this is one of those plays that would go in there. Just the way that, like how do you describe this? The way he goes up, and you can easily go around the player in a multitude of ways, but he does it in such a graceful manner. It's like it's almost difficult to describe, to talk about. It's just when you see it, you understand it. And it's just such a beautiful, beautiful play. This is one of my favorite plays, so I had to talk about this one.
Michael Jordan, Michael Cooper, normally be able to defend something like this. You just see that, and that's.
Now this one's a little more straightforward. You know, I'm laughing because he dunked on Orlando Woolridge, and for those of you who know, Orlando had played with Chicago. He was in Chicago when Mike got drafted, and when Mike told the story of the on The Last Dance, where he went into that room where all his teammates were in there, you know, doing, you know, various extracurricular activities, Orlando Woolridge was definitely in that room. There's no doubt about it. No disrespect to the brother, rest in peace to his soul, but if you know, you know, he was definitely in that room. But this play is one of those. It stands out for me because I like those dunks, those poster dunks, where it's not, you know, they're kind of flying by or whatever. Like this is straight up, meet in the air, and I'm just gonna out jump you and jump over you, full contact and everything. It's like literally like he's coming down from the sky on Orlando, and Orlando has no chance. And I think he know it because when you see the different angles, after Orlando comes down, he's got a grin on his face because, I mean, he probably got dunked on in practice a few times, you know, back when he was in Chicago, if, you know, they were on opposite teams or whatever. But another one of those classic Michael Jordan poster dunks. Now this one, once again, another classic poster dunk. But the thing I wanted to talk about here was, you see he gets, Scotty gets the rebound, kicks it to him, and Mike's, I mean, he's got a little momentum, but not a whole lot. And it's almost like he's jumping off vert. And for those of you who don't know, off vert means just off 2 feet without like a build up, without a run up. It's almost like he jumps off vert. And Jack Sismore, I believe, is like 7 foot, 7'1". So that's the thing with this player. It's crazy to me, like how Mike's 6'6", and I get it. Jack Sismore may not have the, you know, greatest vertical leap or whatever, but like, okay, so for instance, I'm 6'3", and every now and again I come across people who are like, you know, 6'8", 6'9", and it's like I'm looking up at the ceiling, looking at them, and then of course they most likely have pretty long arms as well. So it's difficult for me to imagine, like, wow, to dunk on someone who's got that much of a height advantage on you. And once again, we know Mike got bounced, but damn, this is one of those, like, I don't even know how do you do this? How do you make up for the height difference that much in verticality? It's just crazy to me. But yeah, there wasn't much on this video that I wanted to talk about. That's really going to be it. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will catch you on the next one. Peace.